Hey y'all, I'm back. Let's go ahead and continue. This is going to be a shorter video though, just to wrap up from the previous video. As far as talking about the neighbors and that coming into the whole, Truman show. So there would be people who would be outside in different apartment buildings who had, like I said, where their apartments were placed or selected was strategically placed just to keep me in view, some of which had cameras in their apartments that were outward facing. So it would catch me coming in my apartment complex, okay? Spirit also shared with me that some of these folks would actually be doing, of course, it would be doing, we're talking about the witches, practitioners, warlocks included, the ones who did spell work. Not only did they do it around the perimeter, but they would actually use the basements of the apartment. So they would come and congregate and even use that as a space to do spell work on the property. Okay, I would see people randomly walking their dog around 11 midnight at night when I'm coming back from a trip. An out-of-town trip, and all of a sudden I'm seeing 2 or 3 people walking out their dog at that time, and these happen to be the same people that happen to come out when I'm coming out. They also sent me a honey trap. It's no secret. It may be a secret to y'all, but my weakness has always been dark chocolate men with the bald head. And of course, who did they? I got a sweet tooth, but I'm making light of it, but that has always been my weakness. And so who do they bring in? They bring in a dark chocolate brother with a bald head who has a cute dog as a honey trap. Always walking his dog, wanted me to see him. I see you, sir, but I can't. You part of the ops. I'm making light of it, but shit. So they try to get you in any type of way. Any type of way. They try to get you. Okay. So, I know he was strategically placed there too. Keep eyes on me, watch me, and probably to serve as a honey trap. Because that's what I like. Anyways. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. Before I forget, the other part that I wanted to add was that I thought was strange because I don't think I finished telling this story about the painting. So they had the first tenant that was there. They have since moved out, but who put up the painting, and then they left, but yet the new tenant who moved in had put up the same painting, but in a different area. So I'm like, I see what y'all doing. But at that point, Spirit had already put me up on game. Something to trap the mind, illusion, some type of spell work that they were trying to do. Okay. One of the things I will say is, I can honestly say, if it wasn't for all the spell work that was thrown at me, I would not have been knowledgeable on the type of spiritual warfare that happens by way of witchcraft in order to protect myself, y'all. But some of these things that these people do is crazy. Cutting chickens, sacrificing doves, sacrificing goats, all different types of animals. I'm like, damn. I'm like, damn. And that's devil's work. Because this one right here to my right, the one whose apartment, spirits tell me they weren't doing witchcraft or spell work, but the one to my right was, one, kept eyes on me, followed me, But then they were also responsible for energy weapons because that one is facing my bedroom. Okay, them and the one directly under me. Not the one who's there now, but the one who moved out in June. They were responsible for energy weapons within my apartment facing me. Had the nerve to put some damn cross outside, out front of her door, like I'm some type of demon or devil. But yet it's the ones under you that do witchcraft. And then the people in your house is doing demonic shit. And then the people across from you is doing demonic shit. I'm like, damn. I'm like, the nerve of some folks. Really? Anyways. So, all right, y'all. I think that's it. I'm going to wrap up this video right here. Because that's all that I wanted to include. That's all I want to include in this video, y'all. So, thank you for your time. See you on the next one. All right, peace.